Dear students, today we are going to perform this Ohm's law experiment. For that, first I have drawn this circuit diagram. You can see it is a cell here connected to ammeter. Positive is connected to positive and negative of ammeter is connected to positive of voltmeter. And this is a resistor. Okay, here we are taking nichrome wire as a resistor. We shall find out the resistance of this nichrome wire. And this negative is connected to one terminal of rheostat, and rheostat is connected to this key, and it is connected to negative terminal. And you can see here voltmeter negative is connected to negative of battery. Now you can see according to the this circuit, this setup is there. This is the battery eliminator. In place of battery we are using battery eliminator. And function of battery eliminator, it has two functions. One, it converts AC. It converts AC current into DC current. And number two, it converts high voltage AC into low voltage DC. Here we can get from 2 volt to 10 volt DC output. We can get DC output. So it converts AC into DC and high voltage to low voltage up to 12 volt. And now this positive terminal is connected to positive of ammeter, and negative of ammeter is connected to positive of this voltmeter. These two are in series. And this is the nichrome wire. This is the nichrome wire whose resistance we shall find out. It is connected across the terminals of voltmeter. And this negative of voltmeter is connected to one terminal of rheostat. Okay. And another terminal of rheostat is connected to battery, right? So this is the complete setup. Here we never join these two terminals, because if we join these two, slider will have no role and the length of this wire will not change. So now I am going to start experiment, and before that we have to find out the range of ammeter and range of voltmeter. So you can see here range of ammeter is from 0 to 3. It is 3, right? So 3 is here. So I am writing here range of ammeter. Range of ammeter, it is 0 to 3 ampere. After that we have to find out least count. How much minimum current it can measure. Least count of ammeter. So I am going to find out least count of ammeter. To find least count, we can see here it is 0, and after 0 nearest number is 0.5. Nearest number is 0.5, right? So we shall find out the difference between these two. 0.5 minus 0 upon how many divisions are there? How many divisions are there? We have to see that how many divisions are there between 0 and 5. Between 0 and 0.5 there are 10 divisions. Okay, we can count 10 divisions are there. So I am writing 0.5 upon 10. Now this way we get 0.05 ampere least count. One small division is measuring 0.05 ampere. Same way we are finding range of voltmeter. Range of voltmeter. The range of voltmeter is also 0 to 3. It is volt. And least count of voltmeter. Yes. It is also same. You can see here it is 0 and this is 0.5. It is 0.5. Point is very small, is 0.5. So 0.55. Here I am writing same points. Yes. So 0.5 minus 0 upon 10. So it is 0.05 volt. Now we are going to take the readings. So for this I am going to switch on this battery eliminator. So it will convert AC into DC. It is connected to 6 volt. So 6 volt DC current it is giving. And these are DC ammeter and DC voltmeter. Because DC current we are using, therefore DC ammeter, DC voltmeter we are using. It is very, very important to mention here, right? So now I am going to switch it on. Okay, it is switched on. Now this is the slider. I am moving the slider and bringing it to the lowest division. Here it is on, yes, 5th. It is on 5th division. You can see it is on 5th division. It is on 5th, and then voltmeter. Voltmeter it is on 10. It is on 10 division. So I am going to switch it off. Now it is 5 into 0.05. It is 10 into 0.05. 0.5 is the least count, and here we find 10 into 0.05 upon 5 into 0.05. We get 2 ohm resistance, right? So we have to take one more reading. So now I am going to switch it on. Now by moving the slider, I am bringing slider towards this side. The length of the wire will decrease, number of turns will decrease, therefore resistance will, the length will decrease, therefore resistance will decrease. Resistance decreases, then amount of current increases. You can see it is coming to now 6th division. So I have stopped it to 6. It is 6 and it is voltmeter is on 12 division, right? So I am going to switch it off. Now it is 6.05, it is 12.05, and here we can find 12 into 0.05 upon 6 into 0.05 cancel, it is 2 ohm again. Now one more reading we are taking. Now I am going to move the slider. Now length is decreased and now you can see current is increasing. It is coming to now 5, 6, 7th division, and here voltmeter it is coming to 14th division. It is clearly visible. It is coming to 14th division. Here it is 7 into 0.05 and here it is 14 into 0.05. We get 14 into 0.05 upon 7 into 0.05 cancel. We get 2 ohm. Now after this we have to find out the mean resistance. To find mean we add these three, R1 plus R2 plus R3 divided by 3. What do we get? 2 plus 2 plus 2 upon 3, and here 6 upon 3 is equal to 2 ohm. So 2 ohm is the resistance of the nichrome wire. 2 ohm is the resistance of the nichrome wire. As per the Ohm's law, we can see the ratio of V and I for this given wire. Ratio of V and I for this given wire is constant. This is 2 ohm, this is 2 ohm, 2 ohm and 2 ohm. Now if you draw the graph between V and I, you will get straight line. So straight line represents that there is a constant ratio between V and I, right? V and I of this nichrome wire. So hence this Ohm's law is proved. Thank you.